Okay, this is Phosphorus, and with another reading of the thing. Yeah. So chapter 8. I'll just get into it. Chapter 8: A very special birthday present. As their 10th birthday approached, all four dinosaurs got really excited in anticipation of the presents they'd get from their parents. After all, a 10th birthday is a very special event. Forget about the cake. They wanted presents. I I can't wait until next week. Deb, can you? Asked Riz as all four dinosaurs gathered in Clem's workshop late one afternoon and their parents were off grocery shopping. No, I can't. What do you think Mom and Dad are going to give us? Oh wait, that's Trex. No, I can't. What do you think Mom and Dad are going to give us? Responded Trex. I don't know. All I hope is that it's something with flowers on it. Ron looked up from underneath the hood of a car he was working on. They work on the cars with her Miss Clem. He gave Riz a cold stare and says, "Flowers on it? What are you talking about, Riz? Do you think just because you like flowers, we all do? I, for one, don't want anything with flowers on it. Not for my birthday. Not ever." Turns out he's actually gay. That would be a twist. Good for you, Bron. Who said anything about all this getting the same gift? I'm not even talking about what I want, Riz shot back. What's new? That's pretty much all you ever talk about anyway, Deb said. Ooh, bird. Just then, they heard the sound of their parents' truck approaching. Looks like it's time to end this conversation right now. What do you say? Trex asked. I agree. Let's give it a rest. Clem and Joan yelled out to the dinosaurs to come help carry in the groceries. It's a theme. All four of them bolted outside. The bed of the truck was packed with grocery bags and cases of bottled water and Dino Aid. Is that a real thing? Dino Aid. No, it's not. I think the woman who wrote this, her kids may have actually been autistic and like obsessed with dinosaurs. I'm not saying that as like an insult. I'm actually starting to think that, and she may have come up with she may have made lemonade, and in order to get the kid to drink it, called it Dino Aid, and is now inserting it into the story. Because that's the only logical explanation I can come up with. It took an awful lot of drinks to quench their mighty thirsts in the desert heat. They're dinosaurs. They drink a lot anyway. Quickly, with all of them helping, the task was complete. The groceries were safely inside. That's what you meant by the task was complete. Trex and Deb stayed in the kitchen and helped Joan put everything away. How would a Tyrannosaurus Rex help? Braun carried in the duplicate items into... I shouldn't have asked that question. Braun carried the duplicate items into the garage and stored them in the family's second refrigerator that stood against the back wall. Liz was already breaking open a bag of trail mix and popping a can of Dino Aid. How do they open a can? They don't have hands. They don't have hands. That night, after eating dinner and watching TV, Trex and Braun went to their bedroom, a room that was getting pretty crowded as the two of them grew. After the lights went out, do they just the power goes out in the building? Braun spoke. By this time next week, we'll know what our birthday gifts are. Not too much longer. Okay. And so, on the following Tuesday, after they had all eaten an early morning breakfast of fresh fruit and bran cereal, oh, how exciting. For the Tyrannosaurus as well. Joan and Clem gathered the four bulky dinosaurs in the living room. 3 of them squeezed onto the large section couch. Trex lay on the floor. Who's talking? Oh, it's Clem. As you know, today's a very special day. It's your 10th birthday. Each of the dinosaurs' eyes lit up with excitement as Clem spoke. They nodded in agreement with the statement, eagerly anticipating their gifts. Like, yeah, we are 10, that is true, wow! Your mother and I have something very special planned for you today, Clem continued. We've been planning this surprise for some time now. Joan continued where Clem left off. We've never taken you back to the place where we found your eggs. We thought we'd do that today. Why not? Why haven't you done that? Why? It just seems like something you would do. Whatever. Riz, Trex, Deb, and Braun looked at each other. Something was going on. None of them could see any brightly wrapped gifts nearby. Maybe there were none. They wanted real gifts, not a trip to the desert. As a 10-year-old, I could understand that, yeah. So, let's get going. We can all squeeze into the truck bed. I've packed a picnic lunch. Let's all go explore the cave where Dad and I found your eggs. The dinosaurs' looks of disappointment and lack of enthusiasm for Joan's suggestion were obvious to their parents. Finally, Clem spoke. Wait, before we go, I've got something for each of you. He went to the hall closet and brought out 4 identically wrapped presents, each the same size, just a little bigger than a shoebox. Here, before we go, open these. Since none of the packages had name tags on them, it didn't matter which dinosaur got which box. It would, because they might open the wrong one. This is just bad organization. Braun was the first to get into his box and lifted out a pair of goggles. Goggles. What are these? They can't be for swimming. Not much of that going on here in the desert. And not since, Deb has used all of the water to extinguish all of the fires, Braun said, trying not to sound too disappointed. Son, they aren't just ordinary goggles. I've spent many hours inventing them all for you. Put them on and see what you see. All did as Clem said. Trex walked to the living room window and looked out. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, he shouted. What can't you believe, Trex? Asked Braun, ambling toward the big window himself. By the time Braun got there, Deb and Riz were already looking out. Each yelled at the top of their lungs. Is this cool or what? Shouted Riz. How'd you do this, Dad? Is this a trick or something? Asked Deb. When Braun finally looked through his goggles at the outside landscape, his knees buckled and he almost fell to the ground. Dad, I see dinosaurs out there. Real, live dinosaurs. Lots of them. That's right, Braun. That's exactly what I'd hoped you'd see. But how did you do this, Dad? How the heck did you make these goggles? Where are all the dinosaurs I'm seeing? Are they real, or is it a movie playing inside the goggles? No, the dinosaurs you're seeing are real dinosaurs from the past. These goggles let you look back into the past and see the landscape exactly as it was in prehistoric times, when dinosaurs actually roamed the earth. Time-traveling goggles. Okay. And this is the guy who couldn't get a radio working. Well, working, but it developed self-consciousness. In fact, you're probably looking at some of your very own ancestors right now. Bona fide! Screamed Braun. Bona fide! That's amazing, Dad. Amazing. You're so smart. Oh, that's Riz. Riz was talking there. That's all amazing, Dad. Amazing. You're so smart, Riz said. I'm just glad the goggles work for you. Now, we all have a very important mission going today. We're going back to the cave where we found you, and see where else may be inside that cave. With your help and new goggles, you should be a lot... excuse me. You should see a lot more than your mother or I can. Dad, what are these goggles called? Asked Deb. Geogogs. 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 Does anyone else have a pair of geogogs? Riz asked. No, they don't, Riz. No one else in the world has geogogs. He just said he invented them. Let's keep it a secret among ourselves, okay? So he's developed time travel technology, and he's keeping it in goggles and a secret. Why? It's okay by me, Riz continued. They're so cool. I can't wait to see what we find in that cave. So, off the family went to find the cave of the dinosaur's origin. Now, all 4 of the dinosaurs were much more excited about the trip because they were each equipped with a pair of new geogogs. After parking the truck at the base of the mountain, the family started a steep trek up the cave entrance. It was a slow, tiring trip. When they were about 100 yards up from the entrance, Braun put on his geogogs. Suddenly, he froze in his tracks. Before him was a huge dinosaur with a massive purple shawl tied around his neck, exiting the cave. Is this Zygophilis? For a moment, the dinosaur stopped in his tracks and looked back into the cave. When he turned around again, Braun saw big tears glistening in his eyes. Suddenly, he came out of the cave and started running down the mountain on the same path that Braun and his family are on right now. Huge boulders flew out of his footpath as which he ran. Quickly, Braun removed his geogogs. Dad, I see a humongous dinosaur heading right for us on this path. Don't worry, Braun. He's not really here now. You're seeing something that occurred many millions of years ago. That's the special power of the geogogs. They'll take you back in time. Thank goodness, Dad. What's one big fella? He scares the pants off of me, responded Braun as Trex, Riz, and Deb put on their goggles to see what all the excitement was about. Yikes! You're right! He's coming right at us! Shrieked Deb. Let's get out of here mucho pronto! Oh, because she speaks Spanish, right? Who's talking? Calm down. Remember, he's not really here right now. Oh, fuck. Whatever. Finally, the family arrived at the cave entrance and walked inside. After just seeing the big guy from the past on the footpath with their geogogs, the dinosaurs weren't all sure that this was something they really wanted to do. When brought to juice out by the parents, all 4 entered the cave. Riz and Deb held hands. Braun hung back using the excuse that his enormous size might get in the way of the others that tried to move into the cave. That's actually a decent excuse. Trex put his arm around his mother and steered her inside. Clem led the way, lantern in hand. Soon, they arrived at the area of the cave where Jonah and Clem had found their eggs 10 years ago. Here you are. Put on your geogogs and let us know what you can see. Wait, didn't he already have the geogogs? Why didn't he just do this himself? What about you, Dad? Don't you and Mom have a pair of geogogs too? Trex asked. No, we don't, Trex, and if we did, I'm sure we'd see what you were able to see. Oh, I'm not sure we'd be. Okay. The dinosaurs. Why not? The dinosaurs cautiously put on their geogogs and carefully surveyed the portion of the cave where they were standing. Deb was the first to speak. I see something coming up from the floor over there. It looks like it could be a very big egg. Where? Asked Clem. Over there, Dad. Near that old rock formation in the corner. Clem looked in the direction Deb was pointing but couldn't see anything. I don't see a thing, Deb. Then the geogogs are really working, Dad, chimed in Trex. I see it too. All the dinosaurs moved to the spot on the cave floor where they could see the big egg through their geogogs. When they took off the geogogs, they saw nothing there either. I think we have to dig a little, Braun said. It seems like the egg is actually a few feet down under the dirt. That's what we're seeing through our goggles. Well, let's get going then, Riz ordered. Let's get going pretty quick. This place is starting to freak me out. Clem came over to the spot where they stood and helped dig in the dirt. It wasn't long before they reached a smooth, curved surface at the bottom of the hole they made. Stop digging and go slowly, cautioned Joan. If it's another egg, don't break it. They obeyed Joan, working slowly and with great care. Eventually they extracted a huge egg from the dirt. Another egg, exclaimed Joan. Let's take it home with us. Maybe it's another dinosaur. You may be right, Joan. What do you all think? Should we bring it home and see if this egg turns into a little brother or sister for the four of you? Clem asked. I'm game, responded Liz excitedly. Responded Riz excitedly. Me too. Oh wait, that's Deb. Me too. I'll even help change his diapers. Why? Such an odd thought. I'll help change his diapers, Deb said. Okay. We just can't leave it here, now can we? Asked Trex. I say we'll take it home. End of discussion. Oh, let's get moving. Barked Big Brother Braun. What are you all waiting for? Wait, I see something else down in the hole, Trex said. Wait, I see something else down in the hole, Trex said while looking through his geogogs. What is it? Braun asked. It looks like some type of an odd-shaped stick. Wait, it's got something bright red on the end of it. Let me get it. Trex reached into the hole and pulled out the stick. He examined it carefully as his parents and siblings looked over his shoulders. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to keep it. Check out this red crystal on the end of it. One thing's for sure, it has some connection to the dinosaurs of the past. And most likely, since our eggs are found in the same cave, it is some distant, direct connection to each of us too. From now on, it'll be my magic stick. Trex said proudly. So they find like a stick with a crystal on it. And their first thought is, dinosaurs made this. Not, wow, this is really interesting. I'm sure archaeologists would be very interested in why there's a staff with a crystal on it here. No, their first reaction is dinosaurs. Okay. Whatever. It looks nothing more like a bent stick to me, Riz muttered. So it's a 65 million year old stick. That was just in the dirt. Okay. I'd say that your magic stick, the egg, and this whole cave are bona fide. What do you think, Deb? Braun asked. I think that this is a very special place, but I'm sick of hearing you say bon. Deb started to say, was this is Joan. No more of that, you two. We've got work to do in order to get this egg home without breaking it. Please, Deb, don't make that high-pitched shrieking noise of yours. That alone could break the egg, Joan said. So the Stone family gathered up the stuff they found in the cave and headed home. The four dinosaurs were tired after a very long day, but it had been a very special birthday for them. Not only did they each get a pair of magical geogogs, they may also have found a new brother or sister. Joan did the exact same thing with the new egg that she'd done with the original four. She placed it in a padded bowl under a plant lamp in the shelf in her kitchen, and just as it had happened before in a couple of weeks, the egg cracked open. This time it happened while the entire family was gathered at their evening meal. When they heard the cracking noise, all jumped up from the table and ran to the plant shelf. There, peeking out of the broken eggshell, was another tiny dinosaur. I think it's just like me, Dad. It's a tyrannosaur. Don't you think so? Trex asked excitedly. Clem delicately picked the baby dinosaur up and examined it. Yes, it is, Trex. And it's a boy. You all have a new little brother, Clem proclaimed while looking at Joan. Hey boy, that's wonderful, Joan exclaimed, clasping her hands together in front of her. What shall we name him? If you don't mind, I'd like to name him, Trex said. After all, he and I are the same species. Actually, maybe we're even related in some way. It's okay with me, Ron said quickly. Me too, offered Deb. Go for it, Riz cheered. Your father and I... Oh, God damn it. Your father and I agree, Trex. You should name him. That's like Palpatine. Oh, my voice is getting tired. Your father and I agree, Trex. You should name him. Then it's all set. I want to call him Little T. How's that sound? Trex asked, waving his magic stick over the new baby. That sounds dirty. That's fine, Trex. That's fine. Little T it is. It's what I call my testicle.
It's only one.
The left one, specifically. The other one's Big T. The exact same time Little T was born, Dr. Dimitri Roy, at home in Chicago between dinosaur digs, was grocery shopping for himself and his bird. Suddenly, while in the dairy aisle, he began to experience the same type of seizure he'd experienced 10 years earlier while in the fruitless dig in Montana. Uncontrollable flapping of his arms, legs, and his head drew many people to him, all offering assistance. Then he let out a huge roar that seemed too loud to come from his body. Many in the crowd that gathered around him were frightened and began to move away. "Call 911!" shouted a brave soul in the crowd. What's Dr. Roy's voice? "No, don't call anyone. I know what this is," Dr. Roy lied. "I'm okay. I just need to take my medication." Quickly, he ran out of the store, leaving all his groceries in the cart at the dairy aisle. Okay. He ran toward his bright mustard yellow tank-lined SUV. Oh, that's just an image. Easily recognizable as the huge parking lot jammed with cars. As he approached, he saw his bird snoozing with his head pressed against the front passenger side window. When Dr. Roy flung open the driver's side front door, the bird was startled, flapped its wings, and let out a loud shriek. "Be quiet," snapped Dr. Roy. "Something is happening that hasn't happened in 10 years. I don't know what it is. Let's hurry and get home as soon as we can." You know, that's not actually a Russian accent. But then again, Dr. Dimitri Roy isn't actually Russian. And with that, Dr. Roy and his bird sped off towards their Chicago home. Actually, no, I'm going to do Palpatine.
"Do it. Be quiet,"
snapped Dr. Roy.
"Something is happening that hasn't happened in 10 years. I don't know what it is. Let's hurry and get home as soon as we can."
And with that, Dr. Roy and his bird sped off towards their Chicago home. Back in Arizona, there were now 5 dinosaurs in the Stone household. The birthday gift of the geogogs had led to the discovery of Little T's egg, but it had also led to a new pastime for the dinosaurs. They liked to look through their geogogs to see things humans could not see. Because their goggles were so special and had taken him so long to make using secrets only Clown understood, he sternly instructed his children not to lose their geogogs. No shit. To help the dinosaurs protect their gadgets, Joan had sewed a secret compartment into all of their clothes to keep the geogogs safe when they weren't wearing them. The special compartments were in different places in each piece of clothing they wore. Each dinosaur knew where the hiding places were in their own clothing. Quickly, all of them decided to call these secret hiding places Gog Pockets. Gog Pocket! They liked the fact that they had a special pocket in their clothing, something their other kids didn't have. Wait, so they like the fact that they have different... Wait, okay. So they are specifically liking the fact that their pockets are different from other kids. But they have no comment about their, like, superpowers or the fact that they're dinosaurs. And Gog Pockets is a stupid name. They knew that they possessed something really, really special. Yeah, a pocket. They wondered what other kids would think if they knew about the existence of the geogogs. Well, first of all, I think humankind as a species would appreciate time travel. Even if it's just like vision, the ability to see into the past would render, well, I'm sure historians would appreciate it for one thing. But most of all, they wondered what other kids would think if they knew about their existence here on Earth. What would other kids think if they knew that, yes, dinosaurs were really living among them? Not really among them, like separate, but alive. In Chicago, Dr. Dimitri Roy wondered too. He wondered what in the world was going on with him. I mean, it was 5 roars in 10 years, and 4 of them were, like, you know, so it's a roar in 10 years, you're fine. Well, you actually know I would go to the doctor. Where was it coming from? What caused it to happen? Would there be another episode? If so, when? Will there be another episode? Tomorrow. There'll be another episode tomorrow. Not of Dr. Roy, but of this show. I'm only a third through it. Yay. Be another episode of this tomorrow. So don't forget to subscribe. And let me know in the comments down below what you want me to do. Because once this is done, I have no inspiration. So, goodbye. I'm gonna stop streaming now.